Hey, what's going on, man? Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? Guten Tag, wie geht's dir? Welcome back in a little bit. Finally got another World of Tanks video for you. This one is in the Pz Sfl V, also known as the Sz Emil. It's a Sig Free Line encounter battle, and it's a tier 8 game, and this is a tier 7 tank. The reason why I haven't posted anything for a while for World of Tanks is because I've been playing a lot of the game, but it's just, I don't feel like there's anything spectacular, I guess, that I want to really show you guys, or anything that's really a teaching moment or anything like that. I've had a lot of just decent games, you know, a lot of good games, but nothing, like, again, that stands out. I've been getting first class, second class, mastery badges, ace tanker in the Tiger and in the Yog Tiger. I've been playing a lot with that. I'm playing around a little bit with the VK2801 as well, and a little bit of this too, but nothing really that stood out. However, I do want to use this game, and I do want to show you this one because right before I played this thing, a longtime viewer, Yavs WoT, and he's posted on a few of the videos. Great guy. I'm also gonna put up in the top left-hand corner the video of him. He's sent in a subscriber replay where he had, I think it was the, oh, I keep thinking Kalbanov's medal, but I don't think that's what it is. But he got 7 kills in the Pz Sfl 4C, kind of like the little brother to this thing. Tier 5 version. And he and I were talking about this tank, the Pz Sfl V, and he was saying, do I have any hints or anything how to play this thing stock? Right after he asked me that, I went out and I played this, and here's this game. I thought it was pretty good. Now, if you see my first becoming a better tanker video, you know what I'm gonna do right here. Just because he goes off the radar doesn't mean he's not there. I did not see him get tracked, but he was just sitting there for 2 shots, so I fired again right here, and I got lucky. Evidently, Speedy Bob didn't think it was a good idea to move, but sometimes that happens. So he and I were discussing, you know, some different things about playing this tank stock, and right now the gun is stock, the engine's upgraded engine and upgraded tracks, but I mean, what does that really do for you? You know what I mean? The big thing is the gun, and the gun is a stock. It's right now it's got 169 pen and 300 damage, and I was shooting at T-34 from the front, couldn't get him, so now I just displaced. Whoops, what's the button I want to press? I displaced from this side of the bunker. Whoops. My keyboard's cutting out. It's a wireless keyboard. From this side of the bunker to this side, just so I could try to get him a different angle and shoot him from the back. Because I was shooting from up here. Maybe I can see the tail end of him shooting from back there. So I'm just moving a little bit. And as I'm shooting at this guy, lo and behold, an AMX 1375 appears. He's getting a little bold, so I'm thinking, can I get a shot on him? Yes, I can. So I'm going to take it. You get the shots, take the shots. And what I'm particularly doing is aiming at his turret, because he is an autoloader. So I want to do whatever damage I can to that. And right here I get very lucky, because I got 2 shots in me. Or was it 3? 2 or 3 shots from a T69. So now I'm down to 143 health, and that was kind of I didn't know that it was a T69 when I was shooting at that 1375. I thought I could reload faster before taking that second hit. Clearly I couldn't. And I didn't knock out the 1375 anyway. So now I'm displacing back up here to try to get another shot at T-34, who's on the move. You can see just obviously from seeing that tree fall, he's still moving. So what I'm doing is I'm moving around, waiting to see if I can't get a side shot on him. I know if I shoot from the front, which almost every noob is going to do, is shoot from the front, I'm going to bounce, especially with 169 pin. So I'm thinking now, maybe I can get a shot into him from the side on that turret. Nope. Now I know that I've been spotted. Especially when I put the cursor on him and the tank's looking right at me. He knows I'm here. So now I'm moving around. And this is one of the things to do when you have this thing. When you're playing with this tank. Go hull down with it. Now that was just straight up luck that that dude took a shot right before I shot him. But I want to show you, hull down. I mean, that's kind of Move up a little bit. It looks like it's about straight to where the gun's pointed. That's a very small target. If you're shooting straight, that's a big target. You go hold down, smaller target. The other thing that Yaz pointed out to me, right along this mantlet here, is spaced armor. So now I got 2 kills, see this 110, and he's not paying any attention to me. I move up behind him. I'm rushed here. Take a shot. That's just straight up luck. There's nothing else in that. I mean, getting a shot in was pretty decent. You know, I was probably gonna get a shot into him, but setting him on fire was just straight up luck. Sometimes it just happens. But there was nothing, you know, nothing intentional, nothing very good on my part. The thing to notice also is it's Pz Sfl V here. I'm going a maximum roughly 15, 20, kind of going downhill up to 25 kilometers per hour, which is the max speed with the upgraded tracks and engine, excuse me. And the other thing that's key to playing this thing stock is you have to run over the trees, park benches. If you see them, you must run them over. It adds 300 damage to your gun. And no, before you... I know some of you out there are going to say something. No, I'm not being serious. And that's essentially it. The thing with this tank is the speed, slow speed. You're going to have to drive up into position and kind of sit there and wait. And I don't get the kill on the GW Panther. You're going to drive into position, kind of at the beginning of the game, get into a flanking area and sit back. Use the distance. That's the second key to this thing when it's stock. Use distance to your advantage. The gun elevation and the depression, so the up and down, is very good. The side to side, not so much. If you look from the top down view here, it's kind of bad. Not a whole heck of a lot of space before the tank needs to move in order for the gun to be able to move too. So you want to get far back, try to go hold down, and use the distance to your advantage, and drive into position right off the bat with this thing. That's about the main tips I can give you for playing this thing stock. With the 169 pen, don't bother trying to shoot from the front. You're most likely going to bounce a majority of the time, especially against tiers 8 and 9. However, you can get a little bit lucky or fire a pretty good, well-aimed shot. That'll also happen too. Let's play this out just so you can see that this GW Panther doesn't actually knock out 6 tanks. So you don't think I'm BSing you here. We actually lose. All in all, it's not a bad tank. I'm really looking forward to the Waffenträger, the tier 8 of this line. It's got that nice small silhouette and it's got a really nasty gun to it. And then he comes out and he actually gets ammo rack by the 34 at the end too. So with that, I'm going to get into the stats or the slides and we can talk a little bit more about the tank there. So just hold on 1 second. Okay, here's the first slide, the first screenshot. Master Your Badge second class, which I believe is the highest I've gotten with this thing so far. 25,000, roughly 25,500 credits received, 1,890 XP, and this was double. My first victory of the day with this. And I got that medal there is Tank Sniper. It's the first time I got this. I think it's the first time I got it, which is 3 or more kills from 300 meters. So that's kind of cool. Second slide. I led the team with 2,816 damage dealt. Again, 3 tanks knocked out. Total of 945 XP undoubled. Next highest guy was the ISU 152, which is, I think that's the tier 8. And he actually has a lot better gun than I have, but he's only got 2,000 damage dealt. And opposite team, so I'm roughly 800 more than him. Opposite team T69 was 1,600. So I got roughly 1,200 more than him. Let's go to the final slide. Alrighty, we got 12 shots fired, 11 direct hits, 9 pens. Again, 169 pen, and I bounced off the turret, for example, in that T-34. Let's see, 3 pens, 3 hits received, all 3 of them penned, and total damage received was 720. If you look over here to the right side of the screenshot, you can see the specific stats of the tank. 850 hit points, 25 kilometers per hour is max speed limit, 34 degrees per second max traverse, hull armor 50 millimeters at the front, 30 and 30 at the sides and rear, and 7.5 rounds per minute, 400 meter view range. And you can see my crew is 100% or over 100%, so that view range is maxed out right there. Grand total again 25,600 credits received. To repair this thing basically from I think it was like 100, 150 back up to the 850 was 4,949 credits. 7,200 credits for 12 shots fired, which is just standard ammo. I don't use anything special because this is again the first gun. For a grand total of 13,506 credits received. So yeah, that's the Pz Sfl V or the Sturm Mill. Again, how to play this thing stock. You want to get at a distance, stay hull down if possible. You want to shoot from the flanks because that with the stock gun, you're not going to be penning from the front unless you get kind of a lucky or a well-aimed shot. And with the speed, how slow it is, you're not going to fly around like you can in the Pz Sfl 4C, but you can drive basically right into a good flanking position and kind of just sit there from the beginning of the game, or drive there at the beginning of the game, kind of just sit there and let the game progress as it may, and then obviously move if you need to, you know. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you play this tank a little bit better, maybe learn a couple different things, or if you're going down this line. If you got better advice, if you've been playing a lot of this thing stock and you've got better advice, let me know down in the comments because I would appreciate it, and I know other viewers that are watching this who do play with this tank would also appreciate it. And other than that, please like, comment, favorite, subscribe, especially for more War of the Tanks videos. And look forward to seeing you in the next one, man. Take care. Bye.